first to jump on. Let's see who's the first to jump on. Get in here, get in here, get yourself something to drink. Settle in, get comfortable. We are gonna get into some shit today. Who's that? Who's that watching? Comment. Do you hear me okay? Marcel, do you hear me okay, or is it windy? Am I gonna have to take this party inside? Let me know. Windy or nice? Because it's very breezy out on the balcony today. I may have to take this party inside. Let me know. Comment below. Let me know if you hear me okay. I'm getting hearts. I'm getting love. So I guess that means people are hearing me fine. Breezy, but I have my microphone slanted that way. So we're all good. All right, ready to roll. So I wanted to do this Facebook Live today because I am being hit from all kinds of different directions about this coronavirus, COVID-19, people freaking out about this lockdown situation, like what's going on, right? People are like, can't go here, can't go there. They're wondering about their money game. They're freaking out. So I said, I'm going to go online and I'm going to use my magical powers for good. And I'm going to try my best to unify everybody and share some facts about our own individual power and our power of the collective. So I geek out to this stuff all the time, and I'll just begin by saying that in addition to being a certified professional life coach who just so happens to focus on dating and relationships, I also am an energy leadership master practitioner. It's my title. It's how's my official title? It goes certified professional life coach, energy leadership master practitioner. Crazy. Basically what that means is that I understand energy. I am able to read energy. I am also able to manipulate energy, and I can teach people how to do this also. So when you coach with me about your dating, your breakups, your divorces, your relationships, I come at it from an energetic level, meaning I can teach you how to shift the energy in the entire game. And then you are able to have a new paradigm, new beliefs, new thinking, which are all electrically, energetically charged. So you think one way and you were getting this result in your life and you hate it and it's ridiculous, and then you hang out with me for 6 weeks, 12 weeks, and wham, you're now energetically facing a new direction, new possibilities, new manifestations, new thinking leading to new results. Transformation. Amazing. I did this stuff to myself back in 2015, and so I became interested in it because I took my journey public online and people started to reach out to me, and I felt a responsibility to go about it in an ethical way. So I got certified and I started a whole new business, and now I coach the people. And so I wanted to come on today to use the energy part of what it is that I do to show you all how powerful you are, even though you're freaking out trying to order those masks, because you can't go shopping without the masks now. You can't go anywhere unless you have the mask. Everybody's freaking out. I can't get a mask. Where do I get a mask? Okay, so in this energy of freaking out, our vibration lowers. And it makes us more susceptible to illness, dis-ease. We're out of ease. We're freaking out. So I wanted to come on to remind you all that you are far more powerful than that. And there is a way to shift not only your energy, but the energy of the planet, thus changing current events. So let me begin by explaining that there is power in the collective. So I'll give you an example. If you are at work and you work on a team, and there are 6 people on this team, and you are tasked with getting this specific piece of new business, let's say, and you are all intentional and directed on the outcome, which is, we are going to get this client, we are going to win this business, it is happening, it is done, and you're behaving with the end in mind, with the intention of the end result that you want, then you just reverse engineer it like a team, and you take the necessary steps to get to that result. And typically, when you have more than 2 people focused on a desired result, that result will come to pass, provided that you're an energetic match to the outcome. So we'll get into that in a minute. But this is not like a Democratic, Republican issue. This is simply humanity. We are energetic beings. We have a soul. We have a mind. We have energy. We emote energy. We put things out there, and it leads to a result. So this has nothing to do with, mindset ideas. I boil it down to the basics. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care where you live. I don't care what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what language you speak. We all want the same things. Very basic. We want joy, happiness, and love. That is it. Now, the problem that we have is we get a little wrapped up in the way by which to get to these things. And that's where we have wars and turmoil and awful, and right? But when you leave the how and you just allow and you just say, I want to be joyous, I want to be healthy and happy, and I want everyone else to be too. So nice. So I think that collectively we all can agree that what we're experiencing now is a big bag of bullshit, and that it sucks. It sucks to be like, I can't go to the restaurant, I can't throw a party for someone, I can't have more than 10 people in a place, I can't see my family, I can't see, like, it's ridiculous. I think we all across the board can agree, kind of sucks. Regardless of how well we're coping and how high-spirited we are during this, which is a whole other level of energetic mastery, right? Energetic mastery is when you could be served up a shit pit, a pile of crap, and look at it and say, okay, I see the pile of crap, and I'm gonna choose to be happy while I'm in the pile of crap. So dish out whatever you like, honey, because I'm choosing my happiness, meaning I am choosing to look at this in a way that keeps my vibration high, not low. I'm not going to be depleted. I'm going to be uplifted. Okay? Is everybody with me now? Give me some love. Give me some hearts. Share this if you think people in your circle should hear it. So I wanted to just make that distinction, because this, again, is not, them versus us. It's actually quite the opposite. It's the basic stuff that we all want. Love, joy, happiness. That's it. So, we also want this whole way of life, this whole thing to end. It's not aligned with the truth of who we are. We like freedom, right? We like to go to Marshalls and TJ Maxx and the mall and to the Home Goods and to the the stores, and to eat lunch outside, and we want to go and do what we want to do, but we cannot. So it rubs us wrong. And again, this isn't something that one group of people believes and another one doesn't. No, we all want the same thing. So when we all want the same thing, oh my God, we now have the desire for this thing. We all want the same thing. We all are the same. We all want the same thing, right? So now we have collection. Now we have agreement. So here's where things get cool. When you look at situations where there are a lot of people paying attention to the same thing, and they've done research on this. They have looked at different countries around the world during times of peace and during times of war, or during times of where everybody was paying attention to the same thing. Example, Super Bowl, right? Everybody was paying attention in America to this thing. And you can see it when they monitor the energy frequencies of the planet. You can see literally through frequency machines that gauge this, elevated frequencies, and you start to say like, ooh, that's like a blip of energy, like what happened in America on February 2nd. It's like, oh, that was Super Bowl Sunday. Wow, like look at the whole entire country, like everyone's watching collectively this one thing. Election night in America, you would see that, where everybody's fixed on the same outcome, the same thing. Granted, whatever way you want it to go is different, but the event itself, everyone's looking at it. They did the same thing with 9/11. They did the same thing with other major things that happened. Katrina, the tsunami, a bunch of major events that the whole world, the whole planet was paying attention to. So you are able, scientists are able to look at energy frequencies of the planet. Now, based on what? Based on thought, based on focus, based on what everybody is looking at once. So right now, the entire world, safe to say, developed world, pretty much, is all looking at coronavirus. Everybody's looking at it. However, which way, whatever angle you're coming at it, doesn't matter. This is an event, global event, and we're all looking at it. So keep that on the shelf for a second, because now what we get to do is we get to shift it. We get to say, wow, everybody on earth is looking at this thing. Do we want to look at it from a place of destruction, or do we want to look at it from a place of getting over it and moving on to a new future, a better future? We get to choose this. We always get to choose every minute of what our thoughts are. Are we looking at fear, or are we looking at faith? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be fearful, freaking out, or do you want to be faithful? Like, this is all going to work out. However way this is going to roll, this is going to go. We're not going to sit like this forever. So what we need to do before we start working the magic, right? The magic of the masses. We need to work the magic within ourselves first. We cannot give from an empty cup. If we're freaking out, you can't do this until you get your shit together and you feel peace and ease within yourself first. So here's what you're going to do. If you're feeling fearful, anxious, hopelessness, depressed, afraid, you're watching the news and you're like, no, this is a disaster. What am I going to do? I'm homeschooling the kids. That's a disaster. I don't even know how I'm going to get money. I don't know what I'm going to do for food. Like, what am I going to do, right? You're doom. If that is your thing and you're in this perpetual state of like, holy shit mode, here's what you're going to do. I have a little tool for you, a tactic. And so I am heavy into acupressure. I've also done acupressure, similar, but instead of the needles at a place, you can do acupressure to yourself for a myriad of conditions, illnesses, what have you, stress, any kind of emotional issue. So what we're gonna do, boys and girls, is we are going to take our index finger, pointy point, and we are going to touch right in between the eyebrows. There is a point called the Hall of Impression, And what you're going to do is you're going to circle nice, and you're going to breathe. And you're just going to like press the little thing here in between your eyebrows, and you're going to press and make a little circle. And you're just going to breathe in and out. And immediately you start to feel more chill. You start breathing and massaging this, it's nice, you feel nice. So it's going to chill you out. Then, once you are chilled, and you can rewind this and write this on a post-it note, but you're going to say, until you memorize it, you're going to say the following. I am an eternal being who is eternally loved. I cannot die. I simply change form. Again, I am an eternal being. I am eternally loved. I cannot die. I only change form. I am an eternal being. I am eternally loved. I cannot die. I simply change form. Okay, so that handled my fear of death. I don't know about you, but think about it. You are an eternally loved, divine, eternal being. That means when this equipment, and thank you Jesus and God for giving me this equipment. It's been a good ride, 49 years. Hello, 49 years. Thank you, thank you. Equipment holding up great. Grateful for it. But once I peace out, I continue, I move on. I take my attention from this physical world and I put it over here. That's all that death is. That's all that death is. So all these people dying from coronavirus, awful as it is, awful. My uncle passed away. What's up, uncle? Now you're an angel, I know. I hang out with you all the time. Okay, so he had his attention here on this physical plane. And when the time came that he was like, all right, I'm going to look over here now, he left. That's death. Basically, I make it very light because it's not a big deal. And here in our mortal human essence, we make a big deal out of death. Like we are afraid of it. And that fear is what the powers that be over us use to manipulate us. So when you no longer fear death, because you can do this and you can say, I'm an eternal being. I'm eternally loved. I can't die. I just change form. And you can look these bastards in the face and say that while you rub your little head. You're powerful instantly. That's where your power comes from. As long as you're afraid, you're not powerful. But when you are in your power and you have a knowing and you're like, I know this to be true. I know this in the pit of my soul. I know this to be true. So they can't mess with you. So now that you have that certainty and that connection, now you established a connection to the divine. You're like, wow, I'm eternally loved. Like, thank you, amazing. And now you feel powerful. Now you can play the game in manipulating the energy of the planet, uplifting the energy of others and the planet. Okay? So, how to do that is every single time that you acknowledge time. So you're working on the computer, and then all of a sudden your eye goes to the little time on the corner of your computer. That is the moment to say the following. We are all connected. We are all love. May the energy of abundance spread across the planet. So every single time you look at your phone for the time, you look at the time on your computer, you look at the microwave for the time, you look at your watch for the time, anytime you are looking at time, acknowledging time. And when you start doing this, you're going to notice sequences of numbers. You're going to notice the 1111, 1010, 555, 333, 444, etc. You're going to notice this, 222, 111. You're going to notice sequence of numbers. This is just to show you alignment. You are aligned. When every single time I look at the clock, it's 5:55 or 2:22. I'm just like, I'm aligned. The universe is lining things up for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And sure enough, I'll check out my email. There'll be a new client ready to sign up. There'll be money hitting my Venmo, hitting my account. I mean, it's amazing. So for this intention, very important that you set the intention that when you look at the time, right, when you just, in your life, you're looking at your car, oh, I got in, boom, I see the time. Start it off by saying, we are all connected. We're all connected. Everybody's connected, right? We are all love. We're all love at the core. We are all connected. We are all love. May the energy of abundance spread across the planet. May the energy of abundance spread across the planet. We are all connected. We are all loved. May the energy of abundance spread across the planet. How nice, right? That's just like a nice blast of something to put out there, something high vibe to put out there. So that high energy, think about it. How many people do you think on a minute-to-minute basis, 8 billion people on the planet, give or take a billion who are in places where they don't have access to clocks and things, but they're still looking at the sun. They're looking at where the sun is to tell what time of day it is, right? So people do have an acknowledgement of time, right? So whenever that happens, can you imagine the positivity that we as souls on the planet have, the power of that when there come my birds, there they come. They're loud. There's so many. So I will this to be so. Every day at 5 in the 5 o'clock quarantini, I always comment. Notice, whenever I comment, happy and joyous that the birds come, so they come every day. So I have a belief now that every day when they do the quarantini, the birds come for it. I believe this, and therefore it happens. So this is the key point. Just how these birds always show up during the quarantini and they're loud and whatever, and I make a big deal about it, that's how I need you guys and everybody on the planet to make a big deal about joy, love, and well-being. Because we all want that, and we all have a right to it. It's our birthright. Boom, we're put here. We have the right to be joyous, harmonious, and with love, and abundant, like, period. And so when we have that belief, the outcome happens. So be intentional. When you look at the time, you say, oh look, I'm looking at the time. Hold on. We are all connected. We are all love. I send good Wuji, abundance for everybody on earth. My fellow humans. Goodness, well-being, wish of a good wish. That's it. Mine was, may the energy of abundance spread to all humanity. May the energy of abundance spread to all humanity. Because abundance to me is everything. Abundance is good health, money, amazing sex, love from every corner, food in the fridge, healthy, good, abundance. Your cup runneth over. You have so much that then you can share. So that's what we want for the planet. So I'm hopeful that this helps you guys out. Like, everyone's freaking out. So again, step 1, get your little in between the eyebrow hall of impression point, right? Rub that, breathe, chill out for a minute, and just remind yourself, I'm an eternal being. I am divinely loved. I'm eternally loved. Can't die. I just change form. No big deal. Nothing to fear. I'm an eternal being. I mean, yeah, it would suck to lose this body. I mean, I'm kicking ass, 49, looking hot. But you know what? I'm an eternal being. I can always go on to something else. So I'm all good. All is well. So then I'm able, now that I feel good, I can look at the time. Oh look, it's 5:42 or whatever. I know that we are all connected. We are all love. And I send the energy of abundance to all mankind on the planet. Something so simple. And if there's something that resonates more with you, like, I'm not telling you what to say, but like, the whole point is to wish well to fellow mankind. Whatever hits you, honey, whatever feels aligned for you. You want to make it about health and well-being, do your thing. Just, we are all connected. That is a must. You have to say that. We are all love at the core. That is important to say that. And then whatever blast of positivity you want to give to mankind, you and the animals, all living things on this planet, blast it away that you feel speaks to your soul, that you feel is aligned for you. Okay, so let's practice this. Let's see what can happen. And don't get all wadded up in the how, right? We're too focused on how are they going to make it happen? How are they going to make coronavirus go away? How are they going to make our lives go back to normal? How are they, and that just makes you insane, because it's not your responsibility. Delegate that to the divine. I know it's going to happen. Just exist in a place of knowing. You know that this is all going to this is going to be, over. And then a new thing is going to happen, because we are forever changed now. We're not the same people we were 30 days ago, 60 days ago, 5 months ago. We're different people. We've evolved. It's just, it goes without say. It's just the way life is. You're not the same person. Cells regenerate. You're just different from who you were 2 days ago. So we cannot go back to what we had. We will now have something else, something new, something more intentional. We're going to value certain things differently. We're not going to take so much for granted anymore. We're going to be perhaps a little kinder to each other and to the people, who are the workers of, the garbage people and the people, the guy like clipping the landscaping at the park, like all these people that we were just like, we didn't even pay attention to them, but they were holding it down during the corona. I sit there and I look at my building and I'm like, oh my God, all the trash of all the people, and then I multiply that around this entire beach, and then around the state, and then around the, and I'm like, give it up to the garbage people for keeping it neat and clean and done and handled, because this would have been a disaster of epic level if we have disease and then no ability for garbage pickup. So just look at those little miracles. Like, these are miracles. The things that we take for granted are the things that there's miracles in that, right? So you are worthy of allowed miracles, and miracles can happen. They should happen all the time. You should be witness to your miracles every day. And just remember this: when you're feeling freaked out and you're going down the path of awful, little circles here, close your eyes, breathe in and out. And then you're all good. I'm Lisa the Love Coach. Looking forward to chatting with you tomorrow. Bye.